All right, hey, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Much peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. You brothers and you sisters wholeheartedly waiting upon the Lord Yahweh to send his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, to deliver us from this captivity. To you I say Shalom. So, as you can see here, As you can see here, I have an article, and it reads, Space Force Chief says U.S. is facing a new era of threats beyond Earth. See that? So, says General Chance Saltzman of the U.S. Space Force describes what he says is a new era of space activity. The threats that we face to our on-orbit capabilities from our strategic competitors have grown substantially, so Saltzman said in a CNBC interview. So as you can see, there's more activity in the heavens, man. There's more activity in the heavens, and there's more fear from Esau. That's why they created this so-called Space Force. That's why the scriptures say what it say. I'm gonna grab it in a second. It says the message comes at a key moment as space rapidly commercializes and a heightened geopolitical backdrop increasingly sees threats expanding beyond Earth. And they see the chariots, man. They see the Heavenly Father, his army. You see, recently there was a Jake. He could have been the Northern Kingdom. He looked Northern Kingdom, but he was watching NASA's space station forecast, whatever it was. I forgot the political title of it, whatever. But basically, it was the stars. You've seen everything in space, right? It was recorded. It was a live stream of what was going on in space. And you had a whole fleet of chariots, man, coming one after another. Small one here, small one there. Then you had a big group. Then you had a huge chariot, right? And then you had a couple more sprinkled in. You had another huge one. He was bigger than the last one. And then they ended up cutting the feed, man, because there was so much activity going on in the heavens. It was so much going on. And, we lost connection to our live recording, whatever. So Esau knows what is going on, man, in the heavens, and he's afraid. He's afraid, man. So I do want to grab that before I grab this. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 5, and then I'm gonna read this verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. That flying roll is a chariot. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. You see? So this is the curse that goeth through the face of the whole earth. And Esau, Edom, is about to receive as it reads here, it says, For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it. So who is the main stealer? Who's the main one who sweareth falsely? Esau, Edom. Verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. See? Where is the house of the thief? The house of the thief is over here in America. The scriptures say that the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill. Right? He received this land through rape, robbery, and murder of the northern kingdom, the Gadites, the Reubenites, etc. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and stones thereof. So these chariots are out there, man. These chariots are out there. Esau is he's scared. He's nervous. That's why he's created this Space Force. And then in that article, it says what? Space Force chief says U.S. is facing a new era of threats beyond Earth. So what does that mean, man? They know that them chariots ain't swinging low and coming to take them home. You see? They not twinkle, twinkle, little stars. These are the vehicles of the Heavenly Father, and the Heavenly Father is going to use these vehicles and the thermonuclear missiles to destroy America, Babylon the Great. And then this key point here, it says, Chance Saltzman of the U.S. Space Force describes what he says is a new era of space activity, man. So what? As you read here, verse 4 again, it says, it shall enter into the house of the thief. And when you go down, it says, and it shall remain in the midst of his house. So what? When you can Google, I'm not going to do it here, but you can Google UFO activity world map or something like that, and it'll show you how many UFO sightings there's been. And when you look at America, that map is lit up, man, because there is the chariots are scoping this place out. The chariots are doing their due diligence and searching out, reporting back to the Heavenly Father. But it says that what? And it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So what? These chariots are going to aid in destroying this place, man. This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind. To what? To render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. So these chariots are going to come like a whirlwind, and they're going to render the anger of the Heavenly Father. And verse 16, it says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So the Heavenly Father is going to use those chariots to kill a lot of these people, man. That's what in Matthew the 24th chapter, around the 30th or so verse, it says that what? That all the tribes of the earth shall mourn, because there's going to be a lot of death. There's going to be a lot of killing. There's going to be a lot of people losing loved ones. You see? So the Heavenly Father is going to come back with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind. The scriptures say in Revelation 1:7, every eye shall see him. Why? Because he coming with the clouds. The clouds are the chariots, man. So the Heavenly Father is about to really do a number on this place, man. Really about to do a number on this place. And these people, these heathen, they're imagining this vain thing like this fucking Space Force is going to do something. And it's not, man. As it is written in 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter. I'm going to grab it. But let's see here. I'm not going to read this, but I'll link it in the description if you want to read it. Just grab these precepts, man, and we can close this out. 2 Ezra chapter 13, and I'm going to get to the point. Verse 8, and after this I beheld, because when you read up, it's talking about Yahweh Shai and how he graved that huge, mountain, which was that chariot, that fathership. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight. So all these heathen nations are going to be gathered into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, or Jehoshaphat, as it is written. To what? The Heavenly Father is going to gather these nations. That's his. Let me just see, because that's a good one too. Zechariah 3 and Salakia. I think it's Zephaniah 3. This is Zephaniah chapter 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So what? The Heavenly Father is going to gather all of these nations together. He's going to gather them up. They're gonna think that they're in good case because of their Space Force and the Blue Jays and the Blue Angels and all these different the Blue Jays and all these different weapons of war that they have created to try and fight the Lord, but it's going to be to no avail. Let me search that. Joel 3. Joel 3 in verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh-Shaphat, or Yahweh's judgment, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So what? He's gonna gather them up over there in the Middle East, and he's gonna end up destroying them, man. He's gonna destroy them all in one swoop. All their armies will be destroyed. That's why the scriptures say the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms and having no husbands, for they shall die in the war, die in battle. So let's go back to 2nd Ezra 13th chapter, verse 8 again. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid. So even though they're going to have this whole army, this big group of weaponry and people, they're going to be afraid, man. And it says what? And yet there's fight. So they're not going to be able to run away. You know, usually when you see you're not going to be able to win, you're just going to be like, you know what? I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm going. I'm out. Deuces. Right? You're going to preserve your life. But the Heavenly Father is going to put the spirit on them to not run. Even though they're going to be terribly afraid, you know, you get that pit in your stomach, the butterflies, right? You get so terribly terrified that your mouth goes numb, right? You feeling all of this anxiety, right? Maximum anxiety, but you're going to still fight. Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And that's them laser beams, man. Them rays of light, as it is written. You know, the Heavenly Father is gonna put these people in their motherfucking place. Verse 11, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So even Ezra was afraid, man. So this is going to be a very beautiful time to behold, man. This is going to be very, very like as is written, a time like never before, man. All this is about to happen. It's about to come upon this earth. So I just wanted to bring this out real fast to the Spirit. Lord willing, this was edifying. Let me see if I had, because I think, oh yeah, let me grab this real fast. Revelation chapter, because you goofy Christians out here, you think that this is talking about Satan but rebelling against the Lord. But no, this is talking about that great battle in Jehoshaphat, man. It says Revelation 20:7 this isn't 12 and 7, Salakia. Revelation chapter 12 verse 7, not 20 and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. You see? So this is talking about that fight against Esau Edom, man. Right? This is talking about the dragon. Is talking about mainly he's talking about Esau Edom, but also the elites, man. Right? They're gonna try to fight the Lord, man, with their armies, but it's not gonna work. So, Lord willing, this was edifying, faith boosted. I want to give all praises again to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Shalom.